The stock of the day is brought to you by IG, Australia's #1 CFD provider. Trade over 17,000 markets with extended trading hours on key US shares and competitive spreads, all on an award-winning platform. Get started at IG.com.
And our stock of the day is Advanced Micro Devices. It does develop and produce those high-performance computer processors and graphic technologies, central processing units, the CPUs and the GPUs, the graphic processing units as well. Now, shares rose to a record high as it forecast fourth quarter revenue above estimates driven by strong AI chip demand and data center expansion. Has reported a 22% increase in its data center segment, signed a deal with OpenAI to provide AI chips, and that comes with an option for OpenAI to acquire up to 10% of AMD. Lachlan, let's start with you.
It's an interesting one, Andrew. When I look at the valuation, I kind of struggle with this one a little bit. If you compare it to NVIDIA trades on a 40 times earnings. This one's trading on, AMD's trading on 60 times earnings. NVIDIA has 125% return on its invested capital. AMD has a 5% return on invested capital. NVIDIA's operating margin is near 60%. AMD's is 10%. So look, I see that it's benefiting from AI as the data center market is projected to grow significantly. But just based on the valuation, I just couldn't commit money to this one over NVIDIA. I mean, if you want to own the best, NVIDIA is cheaper. It gets a better return on its invested capital, and it's more profitable, and you're paying a lower multiple of its earnings. So for me, I would say it's a sell for me. I can't get excited about AMD. All
right, sell to buy NVIDIA essentially then, given that the difference there you've highlighted. Mark, what do you think then?
We're going to end with a double sell.
Right.
So the viewers sent in great picks. Come on, you guys are going to lift your game for stock of the day. But
we're just going with the news flow.
No, look, I was really unimpressed with the price action the other day. They beat analyst earnings significantly and dropped 8%. And to all of Lachlan's points, it's just not as good a company, and it's trading at a higher multiple. We bought this back in October, and they essentially announced that deal with OpenAI. And look, NVIDIA's got 90 to 95% of that high-end GPU market. Like, all they're going to do is take a small bite out. But we figured it was undervalued, but it's rallied 56% since then. So we sold out probably around about where we are now. I think it did go higher, but yeah, it's far too big a risk here at these prices. I mean, you've had 56% jump since October the 1st on OpenAI deal, which everyone is starting to get a little bit sceptical about. And while the earnings were pretty good, I mean, it's really only justified. That price action sort of saying, well, all the good news was basically was priced in. So they do have a good product range. They will be a long-term buy, but just not at that. Like this value, this is eye-watering valuations. I mean, we were very happy with the quick win on our Global Alpha recommendation service, but had it have been anywhere near these valuations, we wouldn't have recommended it in the first place. We don't mind ARM holdings in the space at the moment, and I think for your reliable, play TSMC is very good as well. I find NVIDIA is probably a touch pricey here at the moment as well. And then you got the push from China basically saying that their state-run data centers, which they're going to be a massive infrastructure build-out, it's going to be Chinese chips only. So I think there's a little bit too much priced into particularly AMD. And yeah, I mean, if you're absolutely desperate to buy a chip stock, I agree with Lachlan. Like you heard all the metrics that he went through. It's significantly better metrics in NVIDIA, and I think it'll be far more supported in the event of a pullback in the market as well. But at the moment, the conservative play for us is that TSMC. With just the general feeling that we're a little bit, we are a little bit frothy here, and it's been an extraordinary 3-year run. I think the best 3-year annualised run in the US markets since the mid-90s. We're not necessarily bearish, but we're taking money off the table, going, well,
Yep.
We don't want to press, getting greedy, looking for more at the highs here, when the risk return's probably not really in your favour. So we're just sort of generally taking profits, and this is one, particularly at these valuations, is a bit of a sell.
All right, a bit of a sell. It is a double sell for our stock of the day, AMD.
The stock of the day was brought to you by IG. Trade over 12,000 shares and ETFs, including major tech giants with extended hours on an award-winning platform. Get started at ig.com.